Guys, it's Sam with the Ready, Set, Go. Welcome to the video. So today's video is kind of interesting because it's not something that I would typically want to talk about on my blog or any social media outlets for that matter, but it's going to help a lot of you guys out because I recently got into cryptocurrencies. It's not typically the way I invest, but there's a small percentage of my portfolio that I do like to put into highly speculative things, be it, a new IPO or cryptocurrencies for the matter of this video. So today I'm going to show you guys how you can buy altcoins, all right? Or any cryptocurrency for that matter. And this video is going to just walk you through the steps that took me a while to kind of understand before I actually started buying cryptocurrencies. So before we get into the video though, if you do enjoy this video, or if you like any of my videos, please hit subscribe as well, like on the video below. And if you, all the actual sites I'm about to recommend as well, I do have some links below. They'll take you guys directly to them so you can sign up and do exactly what I do. All right, so altcoins, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, what is all this? So essentially, when it comes to all these cryptocurrencies, I want to just make two things very, very clear. First and foremost, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, highly speculative. All right. So if you don't have the money to, where if it goes to zero and it's going to actually impact your day-to-day life, do not invest in these. Okay. This is highly speculative, meaning that it could go to zero. All right. That's the way I want you to picture these before you put any money towards it. All right. And, it's the same way as like investing in Microsoft. No investment advisor, and I'm not saying I'm an investment advisor, but like no one would ever recommend putting all your money into Microsoft. So, and Microsoft is way bigger than Bitcoin, way bigger than all the cryptocurrencies from market cap perspective. So, although I do believe it's highly unlikely that any of these will go to zero, it's still, I still do have to make that recommendation that you do not put all your money into cryptos. However, if you do want to take a speculative bet, you're looking for that high multiple return, then cryptocurrencies, honestly, like these days, it is something that I have personally been putting a lot of money into, and I want to just share with you guys how to do that. All right, so step one. If you're going to invest in cryptocurrencies, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to start off with buying one of the big three. All right, these big three are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And the easiest way for you to do this is by purchasing those coins outright using an exchange such as Coinbase or Gemini. And this is strictly for US based investors. There's a number of other sites for individuals that are outside the US, but these two are my favorite and the ones that I do personally use because there's two things you can do with them. First and foremost, you can just pretty much put in your credit card or your debit card and purchase these outright. And they'll store them on their own website and in a wallet on those websites, and you'll have access to them. And you'll be able to start tracking profit and loss directly from within these. But the reason these are kind of the entry points for those major three is because you can't buy altcoins on Coinbase and Gemini. They have a strict limit, or I guess they have only access to a few different coins, which are the big three: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin again. So if you are going to get started, pretty much you do have to buy one of the big three and then transfer them to another exchange where you can buy these altcoins. The reason Coinbase and Gemini are really good is because not only can you swipe your credit card, you can also do a bank transfer, and I highly recommend the bank transfer option simply because you'll still get the price that you're purchasing at. It may take a little bit longer, but the transaction fees for when you purchase are actually going to ultimately be lower. So look at the links below. I'm going to link to Coinbase and Gemini. It's really straightforward. The UI, UX, everything is on par. It's very well known, and in the I would say the last couple of weeks, I've been in Bitcoin since early 2016, and Coinbase right now is going through some legal trouble with Bitcoin Cash. Gemini is actually the exchange that's been started by the Winklevoss twins. And if you're familiar with Facebook and the social media movie, that's who started Gemini. And both of them are very transparent in what they're doing and very legitimate. However, with any of these exchanges, always remember that it's not a foolproof thing. This is when you get into early tech, it's always difficult to say it's 100% guarantee with anything. So, great entry point, but don't leave all your money on either of these two. And that's my personal opinion. It has nothing to do with the legitimacy of either of these companies. However, I personally like to diversify across multiple exchanges, which I will share with you shortly. All right, so let's say you've bought Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. What's the next step? Well, step 2 is going to be transferring some of those coins to other exchanges. And there's a number of exchanges that you can potentially transfer that money to. And I personally like to spread my money across. I actually have some Bitcoin in a hardware wallet, which we can get into another video. But for the purpose of this video, spread your Bitcoin around, spread your Ethereum around, whatever coin that you're trading in. Make sure it's across multiple exchanges. There's been instances in the past where exchanges have gone down and that money is lost. So since this isn't a highly regulated industry or asset class, you definitely want to make sure that you're protecting yourself first and foremost. And the ones I would recommend, the ones that I use, are Binance, Poloniex, and Bitrex. And my personal favorite is Binance, just because you have so much access to other altcoins, which I'll share in a second as well. But Binance will give you all of the altcoins that you want. Poloniex, Bitrex, great, but they're limited in the amount of altcoins that you can theoretically purchase on them. And so Binance does have that flexibility. For one example, I can list off the top of my head, Cardano is not available on Poloniex, and I had to shift my Bitcoin to Binance in order to purchase that. And especially with the Japanese market in the recent weeks or months, Cardano has actually been doing really well. And unfortunately, I was a little bit late to the game, but I was able to purchase once I had my money on Binance. So I would recommend, if you're new to this, start with Binance. It's going to give you the most flexibility in the altcoins that you're able to trade. So after you've completed step 2 and you've transferred that money to these other exchanges, this is when you can buy altcoins. All right. So again, like I was saying, Binance, Poloniex, Bitrex, all these other exchanges will allow you to essentially exchange your Bitcoin for altcoins. And altcoins, just to give you guys an understanding of this, altcoins are highly speculative, even furthermore than Bitcoin, all right? So Bitcoin is probably it's the Apple, it's the Microsoft of this game of trading cryptocurrencies. It has the biggest market share. It is very well established, and it has a lot of press that's following it. Altcoins, on the other matter, are essentially, think of it as the micro cap startups of the industry. Okay, these altcoins are projects that not necessarily all of them will succeed. However, if you are able to put money into altcoins that do eventually succeed, you're going to make a lot of money. And a lot of money, I mean like 20, 30x on some of these. And there's a few that I personally have invested in. I don't invest across the board. Ripple, Cardano again, Monero, all of these are great altcoins that I personally believe in the project and believe in the future that they're trying to build. So I've invested my own money into them, but you do need to do your own research. Look into these projects, look into the founders, look into what they're trying to accomplish, because again, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, it's all about believing in this future. If you don't believe that this coin adds value in the future that you're ultimately seeing from 10, 20 years from now, then it's not a good project that you should be putting your money in. It's the same way as investing in startups. At the end of the day, it's going to be something that you need to truly have a passion and truly believe that this is going to be the wave of the future. But that's it for today's video, guys. I know it's a very, very short video, but hopefully for those of you that are trying to get into buying altcoins, this provides you with some some pathway into how you can do it, because personally when I first started, it was kind of difficult. It was difficult to understand the way to get to these altcoins, and it's a few steps involved. But first and foremost, again, just to recap, buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin on Gemini or Coinbase, transfer that Bitcoin, and I'm going to use Bitcoin going forward, so I don't have to keep repeating myself, but purchase that Bitcoin on Coinbase or Gemini, then transfer that Bitcoin to Binance, Poloniex, or Bitrex, or another exchange where altcoins are available, and then purchase those altcoins using your Bitcoin. And it's again, I want to say I'm not an I'm not an investment advisor. I personally, the reason I'm making this video is because I said that I invest in cryptocurrencies, and I got a lot of emails around the fact that, can you share some of your insights into this? And I made this video for it, and hopefully you guys can follow through these same pathways, because I truly believe that cryptocurrencies are the future. I personally haven't put 100% of my portfolio, which I would not recommend anyone do, but I have put a significant amount of money into these altcoins and Bitcoin in the past, and I do want to share with you guys how you can do this as well. So, well, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully this was a helpful step in how you can buy some altcoins and get into the cryptocurrency market. And if you guys have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment below. And again, it's going to all come down to the fact that we're never going to know. We're not going to know until 10, 20 years down the road, but don't let the fact that this is a highly unregulated market deter you, because I personally put a lot of money in, and I'm looking forward to where this goes in the future. It's a highly volatile market, but at the end of the day, if you believe in that future, it's something that's worth doing. Great. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any other questions, just feel free to leave a comment below. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.